Hello everybody and welcome back to Hardwired Dog Training on this nice windy 80-degree February day. Today we're going to be talking about recalls, and this is a super important skill. It's one of the top 3 skills that I think every dog should know. Your dog needs to down when you say down, your dog needs to leave it when you say leave it, and he needs to come when called. Those are the 3 top life-saving skills of your dog. So Bungie here hasn't done much exercises in recalls, and so we're going to work on that today. And there's really 2 steps to recalls, and the first step is teaching the dog its name. When it hears its name, you shouldn't even have to say the recall word. Your dog should come and focus on you when it hears its name. Now, his name being Bungie, we need to get him to focus on us when I say that word. And so to do that, we have to teach him that that word has value, and that value is attached to me. And so all I'm going to do, you can do this with treats. You could say his name and then feed him a treat, or you could do it with a toy. Now, my preferred method is with a toy because it's more fun for me, and I think it's also more fun for the dog. So I'm going to take one of his favorite toys, which is going to be a tug toy right here, and I'm going to use that to get his attention on me. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to run away from him, and I'm going to say, Bungie! And I'm going to give him the toy and say, yes! And then I'm going to do it again. Bungie! Yes, good boy! Bungie! Yes, good boy! And that's all that there is to doing that in that part of it. Now, part of having success in this is making sure that he's in a really playful mood. He doesn't necessarily have to be, but he should be. And sometimes when dogs are not in a playful mood, you have to kind of rile them up a bit by acting excited and fun, and you have to make yourself more valuable than any distractions that could distract your dog. So in my backyard, we have leaves, and he really loves jumping and playing with leaves. And so we're not going to assume that he'll come just because I call him. We've got to make ourselves more exciting and more valuable than all of the smells and all of the leaves. And at such a young age, that's really hard to compete with. So you never want to call him to you unless you're sure that he's going to come in that situation. And so one of the ways to do that is to get excited before you say his name and before you say the recall word. So that's one little tip. Right now, he's chewing on the long line, which you see, the long line distracts him. The wind will distract him. The leaves will distract him. You know, it's a windy day. If a leaf flies by his face, he's probably going to go after that instead of after me. So I have to get more excited and more valuable than that leaf. So that's that part. Now, we're going to do one of my favorite parts of dog training, which is the recall game. And for that, I'm going to get set up with my little assistant, Lucas. All right, so here I am with my assistant, Lucas. And all we're going to do is we're going to try to get his attention off of all of these leaves and dirt and stuff that he's been digging in, and try to get them on to Lucas. And we can do that one of 2 ways. Either we can play a little bit of ball and have Bungie chase the ball over to him, or we can have Lucas act so excited and so fun that he does a good job of getting Bungie's attention without the ball. So, bless you. We're going to try to get Bungie's attention on him without saying his name and without saying the recall word onto him. And when he's over there, I'm going to call him back to me a little bit, a few seconds after they start playing with each other. All right, Lucas, go ahead and take it away. Pat the ground, pat your knees, and act all excited. Got to pat it hard. And now you can try to run back and forth and make some noises. You see what I said about having to compete with all of the different smells and all of the different sights and leaves and sticks? So what we're going to do, since that's not working, we're going to go ahead and take the ball and I'm going to throw it. And you see that gets him to chase over there. And while he's over there doing that, I'm going to try to get his attention back on me. Bungie, come. Go ahead and give me the ball back, Lucas. Don't throw it. I almost didn't catch it. And all I'm going to do is try to get his attention off of the tug toy and back to where Lucas is. So Lucas, go ahead and act excited again. If I have to, I'll throw the ball to you. The long line got tangled around him a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to do the same thing all over again. See, now he's playing with Lucas. Bungie, come. And so he came back to me, and I'll reward him with the long line. Of course, his reward, he wants to use leaves. That's okay. As long as he came back to me, I give him what he wants and what he values. Now he wants the tug toy. And so you do that over and over and over and over again, and eventually he will have learned value to the word, to the recall word. And one thing to make sure of is that you get him to look back at you before you call him. And you need to start this out at maybe a 5 to 10 foot distance. Don't try a 30-foot recall before you've even had a 5-foot or 8-foot or 10-foot recall. So you have to try a shorter distance before you get to the longer distance. Over time, you build that distance up and you just keep playing the same game. And that's all that we're going to do. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, go play with your doggy.